We're gonna have to wait to see how it plays out here in game number 1 for Team Spirit. It is time to head that way. Ladies and gentlemen, our grand finals, Tundra versus Spirit.
Spirit don't hold those kind of titles. They are not necessarily as intimidating, but I will say in a BO5, this team can adapt really fast and change their playstyle drastically, which is what has made them such a strong grand finals team over the history of the years.
Well, it's going to be an early start where their key player of Radon gets picked off, and Duraccio instead will get an early first blood. So, seen a few players struggles with these new Ancients. Laurel, mid lane, going to be dove. Slight chains. Does manage to get off the Fissure. He's got the Echo Slam. He's got a Lotus as well. Does manage to get off the Echo. Rue's going to come in with the bugs, but the Burrow Strike will secure the kill. Can they get any turnaround here? With the... Yep, there it is. Got the time zone on at least 33. Soxa walked out of it. Time dilation is taking him out. Slowly does manage to get the kill on the Weaver before he goes down on 33. Soxa survived with just 5 HP. Meanwhile, Radon in some big trouble, just doing as much damage as he can to BZM. But ultimately, Tundra walking away very happy with that fight.
That Sand King is just so tanky with the early Halberd. That's a difference maker here. You have offlane level 6 Faceless Void with Orbic. The other thing is with this lineup with the carry Furion, I don't think you're too sad about these standoffs if you're Spirit, if you're holding towers, if the Furion's pressuring the map. But right now, Radon, he's just in the jungle doing Ancients. You're not taking this top tier one. You're not pushing the lanes in aggressively against Tundra. Tundra are getting away with a lot right now.
They need to punish this bounty hunter, and they might be able to do so. Burrow Strike comes in, trying to interrupt things, but it just sets up the Echo Slam, sending Sox's body flying, and now 33 is low, and he doesn't have the same support as he did last time. Another hit of the Enchant Totem gives Laurel the double.
Spirit's patience. They bait Tundra in, overextension from the Sand King. Didn't even have to use the time zone.
I think we're strat kill gold, but we are seeing Spirit the way that they play, which is so defensively.
Yeah, they're very good at it.
They're very good at setting up traps for Bounty Hunter.
They don't mind being behind as long as they keep finding openings. And they have a 5v4 on the map.
Here. Oh, spotted. They go for Duraccio. That's going to be a harder hero to kill for sure, as he's got a BKB, and it's not a problem. Dead shot immediately on Radon as he teleports in. They do manage to hit him here with the time stone. It looks like they're just going to overwhelm this Ven. Couldn't stand up toe-to-toe against all that. Radon saved there by the Ice Path. 33 trying to get off the epicenter. Hasn't gone off just yet. Yotaro does end up dying, but so far 1 for 2. Rue on his way out. Collapse has got a time walk to jump away. Maybe BZM. Oh, the slide ends up hitting the neutrals. He hits the chains on the 2 hill trolls for everybody else but Yotaro, I guess.
Yotaro just got stuck in a really weird spot in that river. Yeah. And Whitemon annoying with the calling dead shots here.
Evans Halberd used onto this Ven, slowed down some of the damage. Ice Pat trying to come in, doesn't actually land right away, but Duracccio's BKB is still on cooldown. He's just done for. There are too many stuns, too many slows for him to be able to deal with, and now Team Spirit picking up the pace, outnumbering Tundra, using their global. It's a 3 versus 5 now. Tundra coming into it a little bit late. Look at 33. He's looking for the epicenter. He's going to have the Burrow Strike, go straight for the Earthshaker. Might be able to get that 1 kill. He's very low. Macro Pyre on out. Laurel does tick out, but so does 33. A 1 for 4 with the 5th one on the run as Collapse, relentless in the chase, hopes to get a little lucky bash scenario, but will not find it.
I have a Furion TP in 2.
He can spot BZM. BZM still has Lotus, Remnant. He should be fine.
I mean, on the chance that Tundra are manning up for this.
Oh, they would be underneath a ward right now as the smoke, it's going to wear out. They get the word on the high ground. Whitemon starts making a run for it. Spirit already pushing out, though. They spotted 33 early. Instant Echo Slam. See if they can keep the chain stun here with the Ice Path. Should be fairly easy. The silence, though, goes off. Disrupts things a little bit. And now Collapse. He's got a position to get a time zone on 2. But Duraccio hits the back line. He goes straight from Maposhka, trying to deal with this nasty Skiro. He got bashed up, but he managed to get the cleave on through off of Collapse. Kills the other support as well. But now he's caught inside of the Sprout. Can't get out. And dead. Too many times that he is sprouted and stunned by Fissures and Enchant Totems. It's too much for this Sven as soon as the BKB is down.
This Mjolnir is just shredding him. Radon does so much damage.
Okay, the stubbornness of Team Spirit wins again.
I mean, they're trying to set up plays on the sides of the map to split Spirit up. They don't want to fight into this Aegis. They'll take
instant echo, but at the same time, Duracccio's going to make their jump on the Earthshaker, chained up, and Soxa making a run for it. But now, after Duraccio uses BKB, he's just praying that a bash doesn't land, and it doesn't. Well, next time Duraccio makes that play, it won't be possible. no matter what kind of luck you have on collapse, next fight, he's going to have an Aghanim Scepter. He has a bash on command.
There's just so much scale in the Spirit lineup. Like, you're up gold in the mid game with an offlane Faceless Void. It doesn't really get better than that.
Dyrachyo in trouble. No BKB, gets caught at the bottom lane. They're, as you said, trying to split up Spirit across the map, but how do you do that when the initiation is so overwhelming? If Earthshaker wants to jump somebody, he's going to get him. And then you've got an Nature's Prophet that could join it 80 times, right? Like, even if Saksa managed to get away for a little bit there, eventually that teleport was going to be coming in from Radon.
Tundra need to find ways to get numbers.
And look at him, he just goes after Whitemon immediately.
I mean, they need the next Roche. There's no way Tundra can afford giving this the Spirit. They're going to try and fight them.
Take over the high ground. Spirit entering on the other side. Tundra, it's going to break on Whitemon. Instantly echoed. Laurel not messing about. He'll take any kill he can get. They go for collapse. Chain set him up. And do manage to get him. Dyrachyo with the rest of his God Strength BKB. He needs another kill, and he's not going to be able to find it. Meanwhile, Radon right in the middle of the Sandstorm. After 33, activates his BKB, getting rid of the Heaven's Halberd. It's not quite enough to be able to get him. Blink of Fate. He managed to get away. While Radon, he teleports out of the situation and resets a little bit. Laurel, he's going to be harried a bit by Saksa. That Sprout is just too good. Dyrachyo, again, the BKB is gone, and the kiting mechanisms begin to kick in from Spirit. BCM right in the middle of all these heroes, but he's going to be Ice Path. They go up to Laurel, do manage to get that kill. Pops Manta, turns around, goes for the kill onto Mumposhka as well. Gets it running, but Orchid, he's not going to last. In the end, a 3 for 5. Spirit clearly coming out the winners as they head straight down mid.
The fact you're able to finish. What's Spirit's play call here? Follow the Roche or look for the kills? They're going for the kills.
They're looking for the kills. They don't want to give them the opportunity to steal the Roshan. They just go for the pickoffs on the supports while they have them. Whitemon activating the Pierce the Veil. Doesn't have a TP to get out of the situation. He has to stand and fight with the help of Saksa. Might be able to get a kill off it, and they do manage to kill the Weaver. As a result,
very awkward.
Look at that Treant, man. He's swinging. He's swinging. Oh my God. Jeez, this time dilation. He's going to die. He's just too powerful. The time dilation and the Treant are too much for him.
Can't escape the clutches. What is going on here?
Sandstorm, Shiva's delaying up, but Roshan, it's a bit too strong for 33 to take it on his own, and now he's stuck.
That was an incredible mana from 33. He just got brought down.
They're giving up the Roshan, but maybe they can find the pickoffs in the mid. Ooh, Ghost Scepter goes off right before Dyrachyo hits them. As a result, no kills possible. Ice Path, now they're going to be potentially sprouted up together. Dyrachyo left inside the trees again and again. He cannot burrow his way out. They force staffed after Saksa. He managed to get away. Fishing, looking for more.
Always be wave cutting when you're playing against Tundra. It can go through backdoor.
Yeah, I mean, they do have the damage for it. They're just going for it. These Treants, plus all of these heroes hitting the buildings. Whitemon trying to disrupt them a little bit with the calling. Needs to get the silence away so he can get the Pierce the Veil off. It never goes off.
Tanking buyback, Tundra.
Slight chains, ruin some trouble here. It's constantly silenced up. Now Sox is going to die for it, but they do manage to get one hero off the map for Spirit.
That's a dieback on the Weaver.
Trying to finish up this tier 4. The backdoor protection is proving to be a bit of a nuisance, given the Heaven's Halberd. A regen back up for the building a bit. This is slowing things down. They need 30 seconds for Dyrachyo. They do not want to have to use these buybacks, but now the creeps are inside the base. Backdoor protection is gone.
I think you're going to have to buy back the Sven here.
You're just waiting for the initiation, I would guess. BCM popping the Manta. Oh, slight, but it gets hit by the Ice Path. Macropire going out. They're going in deep. Now the buyback comes in. TP's behind them. 33 gets the initiation on Mumposhka. Quick pick off there. Oh, the Heaven's Halberd. Dyrachyo, he tried to go for the kill and collapse, but he won't be able to have it. Now he's left in the middle of no man's land, going back for Yatoro, who does end up losing his life against BCM, surrounded by all these heroes.
Slotted in BKB,
but they don't have any way to pierce. He's just out.
The biggest thing about that fight, though, is you got 4 buybacks effectively out of Tundra.
Yeah.
They're on their last leg here. Another lost fight. They're missing everything. BZM doesn't have the gold. He has to buy out.
This guy's got 3,300 HP.
What is happening?
33 just trying it alone while Dyrachyo almost dies. They're split up all around the map. I'm not sure what the play is here exactly from Tundra. 33 needs help. Dyrachyo needs help. They're after Radon.
They all need help. They want Radon, though. They're focusing him.
I mean, they know he doesn't have the BKB. They're not going to allow him to get the teleport away. And Dyrachyo back into play. Hits him with a stun. Bloodthorn, a little threatening. One shot is almost enough. but now it looks like the support's tagging him out. Radon, Satanic coming back up, he's gonna heal up, and now here comes the reinforcements. Spirit Wolves bail out there, carry, Bloodthorn again, silenced up, BZM activates the BKB, but where's the Ren? Then he jumps down to the river. Another one, back into the forest, trying to get rid of this bug, trying to get away from Yatoro, but there's no getting away from the carry of Spirit. His teleport is too good, and they will take the win in the opening game of this best-of-5 against Tundra.
Radon with the instant DC. This man is locked in right now. Says, I don't give a damn if you're the so-called best team in the world. I am the greatest carry player of all time. You have to beat me. The benchmark has been set quite high in this game 1 by Team Spirit and Radon in particular.
Okay, hear me out. Bloodseeker now.
I was thinking of Bloodseeker.
The new Ag.
I could see him
Percentage-based
mouthing.
damage.
Whoa! What? This is why we were theorizing crazy picks. But
Attack of opportunity on an Abaddon who has borrowed time.
Which is why I like the Kunkka pickup so much, as First Blood is already taken in the top lane. Going White Talismans, because the mana regen from that item, but...
Here on Whitemon. Has no leap charges, got to fight it out.
Yeah, they're going to try and trade out supports here. Whitemon does die. Duraccio,
He's dead too.
he is going to be able to get that one kill, but yeah, the goo just builds up, and he is a hero with no armor. So,
I mean, we saw Spirit give this Tiny in the draft. So if you give away this hero that has been a first ban hero the entire tournament, you have to have a plan for it. They got the response in the burst back. They forced the lane matchup, or at least it was given to them because you know they're probably playing Tiny carry. And it's a great matchup for the Bristle. So they are shutting down this Tiny early, ruining his acceleration. And that is going to hurt Tundra's game plan a lot, because ideally you want this Tiny to free farm so he can start clearing through stacks in jungle really fast.
even worse that this mid lane matchup that was even now gets ganked up by Rue because of the success in the top lane. He knows that he's able to just
Best one in terms of chance for them to roll it over.
and he's going to get the Lotus too. Fight for the power room. BZM uses Rolling Thunder to secure it. Meanwhile, Maposhka tried a little bit too hard, it seems, to mess with 33.
Yeah. Overstay, you're welcome.
Yeah, he's able to swashbuckle it off. It is hard to lock down the Pango. It still managed to get the kill despite the Lotus pickup. Had
No
the
death
death packs on cooldown for a little while. Collapse, meanwhile. The arrow. Can Whitemon land this one? Starstruck. Now that he's in a corridor, the arrow is guaranteed to land. Tundra striking right back.
Oh yeah, those are big pickups. They needed them in these side lanes. These two cores are getting close to level 6s. You had to get something going. And borrowed time popped. Another rundown here. Did he get another kill?
It was, oh, he does tick out to the damage over time.
Dude,
33.
He just 1v3'd effectively.
Yeah, he killed him one by one, 3 in a row. Yeah, you're right.
Look how farm he is now.
Arrow lands on, and they stop the Wisdom Room grab, but they can't stick around for it. Now he's going to be pushed back into it. He regrets using that leap now, I'm sure.
Still, Tundra were looking like they were in trouble in this early game, and 33 just puts the team on his back right here. Says, don't worry, guys. I'm going to win this lane on my own. Saksa, go help the boys.
Oh, the dead shot doesn't land, neither does the Torrent. Saksa survives, maybe
nowhere to
for
run.
now. There, yeah, he's surrounded by too many heroes. Trying to use the Rolling Thunder. Maybe he can chainstomp Laurel long enough to get this kill. As he hits them multiple times, but he puts himself in a little corridor. Here comes the arrow. They'll bust him into the arrow, and they finish him off. Now he's surrounded by 3. Can he get out? Not looking good. Couldn't even get off the shield crash.
This still wins for Tundra, though, because they were losing the laning phase, so now you break it up. The water park, obviously.
Yeah, that was definitely a meta for a while there. Arrow slips on by. BZM. Silence about to wear off, but the X. That'll stop him from being able to get off the Rolling Thunder. Now they look for Whitemon as well, who does have 1 leap, but he's going to be running right into a torrent. Does manage to dodge it, but damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Dude, Collapse just on a rampage in this game. First pick Bristle in response to that Tiny Age. Already getting out of control.
Saksa is still level 4. He's given up so much experience to 33, who is level 9 at this point in time. He's totally free farming the bottom lane.
The old mode Hector, you know?
Yeah. Question is, can Tundra stop feeding? Between the pickoff, the lockdown that the Kunkka provides, and the information that Maposhka is getting. Hard for these heroes to exist anywhere on the map.
They are smoked up. They got defusal on the Pango.
They're actually going to go to 33 here who's being ganked, which
is
could
dangerous.
be a really good situation. The Radiance Burn is going to do quite a bit now with the Rolling Thunder control. Collapse is going to be in trouble. Rolling Thunder into Arrow. Boat's coming in, trying to give him the boost that he needs. Collapse trying to stay alive. 33 just keeps hunting him down. Now 33 without the borrowed time. Can he push through against three heroes? He's just going after Radon. Oh, body block a little bit. The phase boost flips on by. Does manage to finish off Radon. Now Laurel's in trouble as well, and they don't have much control for him. Tick, tick, tick. Laurel, he'll take out. Double kill for 33. A 1 versus 3 is all he needs.
Super smart map play from Tundra. They smoked to the strongest hero just as Spirit decided to try and take him on. And you get the greatest team fight you could ask for in this game, which is that Radiance of bad. Doesn't want the Courier, he wants Dyrachyo.
Yep, his team, they are making their way over right now. Trying to slow down Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo sees what's coming, though.
Tundra also running cross map. Roshan will throw 33. Did not like that.
Gets him a little bit closer to Spirit, but now he's on the wrong side of the river. X'd, and he tried to blink out of the X. Doesn't work for him. Now he's going to be pulled back in by the tidal wave. There goes the ult. Heals back up a decent amount. Here comes a rescue attempt from BZM. A torrent's going to land, stunning him up. Meanwhile, Laurel does die as BZM's able to hit the back line pretty nicely. Tossed together. Going after Collapse now. Collapse still wants 33. 33 trying to kite away. Does hit him with the hairball, slowing him down. It's not good enough. Heroes raiding in from the high lane as Collapse trying to put more and more quills out. They do manage to take out BZM, yes, while Collapse liver of HP as he's keeping him alive. He will be okay for now, while Radon just delivers more and more damage. They focused on the tanky boys, and as a result, Radon has a free team fight for him.
Dyrachyo get out of here. Does have some shields.
Bit of a photic shield action, unless the dead shot is perfect. Dyrachyo would have been able to get away, but Rue is just so on point.
Nasty dead shot pushing him down those stairs. It's such an awkward fight for Tundra. I think the toss in on 33 was very aggressive. Didn't end up killing him. I think if it did, he would have tilted out of this game. But nonetheless, just too much HP. Knows how strong he is. Knows the amount of pressure on him in this game too, but they did finish up the brooch on the Tiny, so this is a big damage power spike for Dyrachyo. His game has been rough, however, he has recovered it, and now he does some serious DPS. Almost level 18 as well, would be a nice little timing to hit here. The issue for Tundra is you are playing into Aegis, so Spirit not afraid to take the fight right now.
Lightyear gets the grab onto Dyrachyo, starting it slow. No X there from Laurel.
Wait, do you want to take this fight if you're Tundra?
Shiva's on Radon, you gotta be careful. You're walking right into him. He may have the Aegis, yes, but on the second life, he may still be in trouble.
Yeah, that's a rough position. Can they bail him out here?
I mean, with the Rolling Thunder hitting so many heroes, Radon, okay, Collapse is pushed forward. They're gonna start going onto the Tiny here. Hit him with the Torrent, hit him with the boat. Tidal Wave back in, and he's gone.
Radon.
They try and deal with the Radon. They're getting closer and closer. 33, he finished them off, yes, and now he pops a borrowed time. Not taking any damage, though. He blinks, trying to get out the situation. The team fight is looking pretty good. Oh, good arrow. The turnaround kill on Collapse. BZM, one hit.
Shield.
Laurel, a second hit required. The Aphotic Shield goes off, and it's Laurel who dies instead. Tundra, they outplay Spirit in the fight. They get a great turn, a great initiation onto Radon, and it takes some heavy toll on Dyrachyo, but they do manage to win it.
The shields, the arrows.
Can't get vision inside the pit.
This one's a lot harder, though. I think 33 will take this fight no matter who else is alive. And you have this Ags Diffusal Pango, who, he's a menace in the pit. I don't think you can force this one. Need more pickoffs here. Spirit, they're going to 5-man smoke. Look for somebody on the mid lane going in.
It might just be BZM. He's going to be hit by the Shivas. Roll up. Manages to stop the X pullback here. 33. Grabbing whatever heroes he can. Goes straight for Laurel. Tidal Wave's going to push him away.
Collapse.
Meanwhile, Dyrachyo already got a lot of damage on Collapse. Arrows coming in. He does have the BKB on Radon going on, but he can't kill anything right now. The boat comes back in, hits 33. Immediate borrowed time. They want to keep chasing. They want to be able to pick up these heroes. BZM's just trying to create enough space for 33 to get here, to get on top of the Clinks. He's already dead, and now it's cleanup time for Tundra. 1, 2, 3, and a fourth on the table. Rue's not getting away from this either. Tundra damn near wiping Spirit right in front of their tier 2.
Too many angles in that fight. Both of those frontliners are just getting run at. The Tiny's running at the Bristle, almost kills him. This Abad is just running at the Kunkka. The second that frontline collapses for Spirit, the fight's over. Clinks cannot do it all on his own. This Abaddon is just way too bad. He's a bad man, Austin.
He is a bad man.
He's doing bad things right now. Back right now. 50 seconds on that borrowed time. Yeah, they'll call it quits. This is not an Abaddon streak you want to give up right now. He's also closing on 25. Spirit, they want to take advantage of it. This is a really smart play if it works. Can absolutely turn the tides in this game.
He's getting scouted. We'll see if he can get up anything before he goes down. It's just too much. The rest of the team, Tundra, they're like, no, we can't save him. We can't get any sort of rebuttal. Just have to give up the pick.
The beast has been slain.
He has. He'll be back.
1,300 gold for that kill. 80 seconds off the map for the Abaddon. No buyback.
Laurel was the one to get the last hit. I'm sure disappointment to Radon, who really needs this Revenant's Brooch. I mean, he just needs more and more sources of magic damage to be able to cut through these heroes. As Maposhka scouting out finds the 4. But the 4 up here, they're still going to try and take this.
I mean, there's no bad.
Trying to go for the Weaver right away. With the pickoffs to the Chain Silence, he pops the Ghost Scepter, dead shot back in. May have an opportunity to get off the time lapse. Instead, it's the Shikuchi. Just run away.
I still think you have to find something here of your Spirit.
Didn't know they had vision. Radon forced to use the BKB. Turns and fights and is doing some good damage to Duraccio and will eventually bring him down. But that's just the Aegis. He's got to get out of here. BZM trying to chase him down with the Rolling Thunder. Does not get him with the dust. Meanwhile, the 2 BKB cores of Bristleback and Laurel still chasing after Tiny. They don't really have much damage. They have to wait for Radon to come back into play. Can they get a silence on this? Saksa, Shikuchi got hit by the Gleipnir. Don shows himself for a second, a dangerous position. Saksa, he might be able to get the kill on him. He's going to run him down with Shikuchi. Radon, he tries to come in to help get the kill on Saksa, gives his life up instead. And now, 10 seconds till to get Battens back up, 70 for the Clinks.
He got so greedy there. He just wanted to come in and get some extra assist gold. Ghost Scepter dodges the strafe, and then he's able to turn it around with Dust Bug. Huge play from Saksa, completely nullifying this Abaddon kill. Spirit do not get enough out of that window, and 33 is back on the map. Looking for more, looking for kills, looking for the level 25. And he will get it here.
Okay, plus 80. Curse of Avernus attack speed bonus.
Yeah, that is nasty when you have this much right click running down mid. He wants buildings here.
Still 15 seconds, still the Clinks is back up, so he has clearance to do whatever he wants in this window.
Don't have that Aegis anymore. Something to consider if you get pulled in deep into the base.
Got a glyph out of him. 33 says, I'm not done yet.
Clinks is back.
He will keep this going until Spirit. It gets him some response. Duracio's going in straight for Radon. He has to force staff himself away, so instead it's going to be Rue the target. Toss back into 33. Does manage to get off the Pierce the Veil, but still overwhelmed by the magic damage. Tundra resetting now. Gotta pick. Leave it at that.
Don't want to give them a good X mark on the retreat. Always have to watch these X's when the BKBs are down especially.
Continuing to take 4 versus 5. BKB, it may have to be used here. Abyssal Blade, chain stunned up, tossed up in the air. Beautiful stuff. Duraccio coming in with the harpoon to guarantee the toss chain stun. Now the Gleipnir gets grab on 33. Easily relieves himself of that one and walks away. Tundra, 1 lane of barracks, back to the melee that they never finished off earlier.
You have another Rolling Thunder in 2 seconds because this Octarine Arcane.
I mean, they're desperate to try and find any sort of pickoff here while the Clinks is dead. They're pushing all the way into the fountain if necessary, but the dead shot is going to push 33 in a little bit deep. He still has to borrow time.
Gets Lotus. This man just don't care about anything.
He can't stop him. And now they're going to go to top lane with the Megas. They have to do something, but without the Clinks, it seems impossible to do the damage required to stop Tundra. Even a single hero kill. It's just an impossibility as again they tidal wave push in 33 right where 33 wants to be on top of heroes. Harpoon's back. He's going deeper. Chasing after him, then thinks better of it. He says, okay, the boat's coming in. Let's just get the Megas. We got that first. Now the Harpoon toss up in the air onto Collapse. And he just really does not do enough damage back to them. No threat whatsoever. They're going to have to play against Megas for the rest of this game too. 33 pushed in again, but he has borrowed time. Even if they could get him, it's a borrowed time blink.
They're just so dependent on Radon for damage in this game. Despite the attempts to whittle them in these team fights. Tiny, that's 16,000 HP in itself.
Yeah,
and then,
like
good luck, dude. I don't know.
just add up the effective HP of these dire heroes and just look at the Clinkz's damage and just be like, it's not possible, right? It's not. But Radahn is going to try and prove it's possible. Already getting the pick off on the Tiny. Question is he going to stay alive? Force Staff trying to get him away from BZM, and another Force Staff to be able to get up there. But Dyrachio's back into play, and a tier 4 is dead. Refresh, roll up, and BZM's ready to go with another Rolling Thunder. Well, another tier 4 is about to fall. 33, looking to make his mark with yet another borrowed time push forward. Torn up in the air. The damage is just being shrugged off here.
Do or die.
Ready to go with another Burning Barrage, but with tier 4 is now gone. Throne exposed, tossing Collapse away. Just hit the back line and hit the throne. Finally, the glyph is going to have to be used. Radahn throwing damage after damage, arrow after arrow, add to Dyrachio, but Dyrachio just ignores it all. Harpoons him, and one swipe to take off his head. Tundra will even out the series.
What a comeback game from them. They looked like they were about to crumble in that early game. They were losing 3 lanes. The top lane was extremely bad for Dyrachio.
Versus perhaps the best offlaner to touch the game. They're laning against each other. They're showing that they can carry games against each other.
Oh, yeah.
They showcased it in this game 1 and 2.
Yeah.
TUNDRA as well.
It will still be the Slark anyway.
It does scale harder. Like, the mid game's going to be much weaker, and Mira
The
mentioned
3,000 HP Magnus, the 2,500 HP Bristle with Halberd, this Invoker that you're not going to be able to initiate on. That team fight looks really scary.
Yeah, and I guess that's my biggest issue is do they need to go out there? First blood is on the table, and they will take it. Saksa, he'll fall to Radahn here in the bottom lane.
He's going to build some more stacks here.
He is. Those stacks are building up both ways. He is taking a lot of damage from those quills. He has 5 stacks of quill spray on him.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Nice pick, and we'll also deal with the ward. He is going to be caught midway through his Shikuchi, which usually means death. As it is a lot of damage now. At best, maybe Radahn. Oh, the Sunstrike! He was not expecting that one. And now Maposhka, he might die for it as well. As the quills are adding up, he tries to block him out with the tree. 33 slips on by. 2 for 1 in the bottom lane.
They were just too low to take that fight to begin with. Not enough regen ferried out. You get another kill for the Slark. He gets an Agi stack, but you feed away a Sunstrike kill to BZM, who collects 300 gold off that, 120 in XP. Super happy with that exchange. Anytime you can get these extra kills into Invoker's pocket, that speeds up your game a lot. Also slows down the game going in.
Pretty far forward here. It tried to put some pressure on BCM, but the TP came in from the Weaver. As a result, he almost dies. Instead, they turn around, kill the Weaver.
That Bane matchup, it's tough as Collapse also puts Whitemon down. Back and forth early game. Spirit getting more out of the kills, and it's another game this Abaddon is doing some work in the laning phase. This is where this hero should strike, and strike hard.
Yeah, I don't think we've...
Supposed to TP to help me, not the other way around.
That's true.
33 is just going to be doing Ancients. He's seen Red Bristle.
Exactly.
Can't rely on him to help. So this is the point of attack right now in the game. Spirit know it.
Radahn, extra night vision. They are planning this out and start their assault. Now the TP is going to come in from Saksa, but it really doesn't look like a situation that is fightable at all for Tundra. An RP going to be attempted. Dyrachio is going to try and make a run for it with the skewer, but he gets hit once by Collapse, and one hit is all it takes.
Just such a strong pressure point right now.
Well, you're not getting out that direction. Radahn with the pounce up. If he lands it on Whitemon, should be able to get a second kill out of this one. Stacks beginning to build up.
Sunstrike misses as well. That's your Invoker contribution. Spirit just swarming this top lane. And I like the idea. Take the fight to the Flash Farmer in the Magnus. Like, you have to pick your poison. There's 3 carries in this game. You can only shut down so many of them. Yeah, 33 is getting a lot, but you really are slowing down Dyrachio again, which was a big reason the success game 1 as Laurel's just metered.
You can't afford to be doing something like that, giving up the kill. Oh, and he got the Sunstrike too.
Oh, BZM heating up here. 3-0 start for this Invoker. Level 10.5 almost already.
Look at the pressure he's putting on mid.
Bottom.
I mean, BCM is just reading these movements every single time. They're trying to finish him off. 33, making a run for it. Dead shot, it hits him. They're going into a corner here. Laurel's going to be able to hit the 2-man stun, and Chant Totem hit to the face, but look at the damage that Laurel takes, man. The Aghanim Scepter goes off. Dead shot hitting the two of them, almost finishing off.
They
He
need
just
him.
need a little bit more damage, and they finally get it. Yes. Now they're chasing in for more, leaving Rue behind. Rue is certainly going to die to this Weaver, but it'll help get the dead shot to finish him off. Collapse is going to take a lot of damage. Soxa, he's going to chase after him. Oh, the later Ice Path timing. It stops the TP. Soxa is going to try and get the kill. He's going to pop the time lapse. Kite him out, wait out the blade mail, and get the final hit in. It does not even need it.
So much experience for Soxa. He's level 10.5 now. They do get the Magnus kill top as well. RP was used to try and save himself, but Dyrachyo could not escape the clutches of the Slark. So it's not a bad fight across the map overall for Spirit. A lot of XP going into Radon. He's level 13 now on this Slark, highest level in the game.
So
That was worth a lot.
Radon, Maposhka, Fiend's Grip
favors.
use? Okay,
Maybe 35, 40%.
sure.
The thing is, Slark going late game against Invokers is pretty tough, man.
Yeah.
Guy's just all AoE. He's a lot of control, Mana Burn, Ice Wall, Deafening Blast, Ghost Walk. Like, all these spells are hard for Slark to deal with unless he's just completely snowballing the game.
Which is why a pickoff on him would just be so beautiful. Fisher into the pounce.
Oh, yeah.
Does manage to get it for them. But the
Little
Aghanim
streak, too.
Scepter was still bought out for BCM, so
I do think Radon will have his opportunity to take this game over. Like, they picked this Slark for a reason. This is a team that is used to playing the kind of 4 protect 1 damage dealer style, and they have a lot of setup.
Taking Fiend's Grip for this. 33 White Mob. They're going to try and stop it with the Ice Path. Fisher goes out, Echo, and that finishes him off. And now the Bristleback is in an awkward position. Now he's going to get a lot of AoE damage,
that
but a
shot.
good dead shot. That is important control to stop some of the quills that were coming out.
So many
White Mob,
stacks.
a third kill for Radon, and you said he'll have the chance to take over the game. Well, I guess it starts now. 102 temporary agility for the Slark. We'll use that to take Roche.
Beautiful setups here.
It does feel like, though, all it takes is one slip-up of Spirit, right? You hit the right RP, you Cataclysm off of that.
Oh, for sure.
The
For sure.
team fight's just automatically done. Radon running in, getting really aggressive. He's got the Aegis after all. Getting information for his team. He's going to be... Oh, that's a little awkward. RP into Tornado. And now
Yeah.
he's going to pop his ultimate. They're trying to get quills on him, but he just pounced himself away. He's got another pounce to get out. Tundra wastes some abilities there in a bit of a miscommunication.
Not the Wombo combo you're looking for. Trying to go back in.
again. He's got some teammates behind him, but they're just going to skewer him back in. So when he dies, he's going to be in pretty deep here. Now, Collapse, he's going to be right on top of all this one, trying to help him out. Ice Path, Ice Wall, doubled
Oh,
up into the
boy.
Meteor. Here comes that Cataclysm, and Collapse is gone. Radon barely able to dodge the incoming damage, but he's used up his pounces. He hides away into the trees, not spotted just yet. Laurel popping his illusion rune, trying to get rid of
Echo
the
in 2
damage that's coming
seconds.
in. Hit by
1
a harpoon.
second.
No Echo Slam here. Radon comes back into play, goes after Dyrachyo. He doesn't have too much to work with. He just needs a little bit more damage. The dead shot, it slipped right up by. It was the death of Dyrachyo, surely. But instead, they missed out on that kill, and now Radon has to give up on the fight. Soxa coming in from behind will help collect the kill under Rue. 3 kills go the way of Tundra. Really
They're
getting
not done
nothing
yet.
on Spirit.
They have grip.
They are going to try.
This is a
There's the
bold
grip.
attempt.
White Mon, he's getting close to the Ice Path, but yeah, Bold is putting it one way. Perhaps Suicide from Maposhka is another one. They did not have the damage to finish up 33, and now Radon, well, he still
Go
has
back
the
in.
Depth Shroud. He goes back in, hits the pounce.
He has a lot of stacks right now. 96 Agi.
He
why
wants to keep this
fighting.
going, and Collapse is going to try and slow him down for Radon to keep this going. He hits, though, doesn't hit the pounce there. Activating the Shadow Dance early, still has the Depth Shroud again, but Tundra, they know not to fight into this Slark.
I mean, it's rare you see a Slark survive the entire fight and you get nothing out of it. Tundra just kiting everything. If that Echo had come up 1 second earlier, I think you can clean up some of those cores. There were a lot of units around Laurel.
Yeah.
But you're
He's
missing
letting his Forge Spirits and long-range spells do most of the work, and he's working towards a BKB. Like, he is intentionally being as elusive as possible until he gets that magic resistance item, and even then. Skewer back, and Collapse will have to activate his borrowed time. He's going to be RP'd afterwards, so the borrowed time, it wears out. They get damage on him, no blink away this time.
Heads up RP. Puts the Magnus to level 20, and now Tundra, they have 50 seconds to do whatever they want here. As once more Spirit were waiting. They were waiting for this BKB to come out on the Slark, hoping that these BKBs are going to win them the next team fight. They have bled away a lot of net worth lead. And
Now they're going to bleed away more heroes. Fisher, that'll slow him down here, and the Sunstrike doesn't land.
They're going to sleep on the Jakiro.
Yeah, the Jakiro is left a bit alone. Dyrachyo trying to rescue
really
him here,
good grip
but this is the
position.
exact situation. Dyrachyo goes in big time deep, and that just leaves a perfect full-on Fiend script that there's no way the Tundra's heroes can get to and stop. Now with 2 dead, Radon hopes to be able to get a 3rd kill somewhere in the mix here. BZM's got to be careful of that one. Tornado goes out, just trying to keep him at bay, force him to pounce backwards. Might have done just that. That Meteor's doing a lot of damage. The BKB not activated though. Radon holds on to it. Orchid goes out, but they still caught the Weaver. And that will be their 3rd kill. In another situation, getting kills just outside the Roshan pit lets a Slark do Roshan what he normally can't.
Spirit are just so good at finding these little openings and especially good at punishing mistakes. That is way too aggressive of a skewer from Dyrachyo, especially with the Jakiro dying. The Jakiro is the one hero that can bail out the grip if you go in deep like that. So if you want to bait that out because Whitemon has positioning, fair game. That time, though, bit off more than he can chew, and not only do you go into a high ground ward on Team Spirit side where they can protect the backline, you feed away the big core kills. Tundra are feeling a bit of pressure.
Oh, Mapushka!
I mean, can you even get anybody here if he does get a sleep?
Yeah, he drops the ward sentry, spots the Invoker, but
Radon's circling. Just no gem on this Slark. Everybody's coming up here, actually. I think both teams expect to have the advantage up here.
BZM, he's going to show himself. Go straight for Mapochka, but they already got the jump.
Oh, that echo!
The big echo on 2! The 2 supports are out of the fight immediately, and BZM is on the run. Do they have any vision of him? They don't know he went up here. Mapochka's going to find him. A dust goes off. He gets hit by the cold snap, but he got the nightmare. Now the Forge Spirits has to relieve it. BZM makes the blink away. Mapochka gets the heal up. The Fisher lands to get the chain stun. He's trapped like a rat. He's gone.
Dude, Mapochka just outplayed Tundra so hard. This bait top, they're swarming everybody up there. He's just man-fighting the Forge Spirit saying, look at me. I'm so juicy. You got to kill me, BZM. You got to go for it. He bites the bait. Radon waiting in the shadows. This is something Radon's going to have to think about. This Slark does not have a lot of defensive capability in terms of these instant stuns coming out. He's been playing off the vision, playing off the pounces. You leap in, don't have Dark Pack.
Oh, Dyrachyo just skewered right and collapsed. That's awkward because Radon just picked up an amp damage and he's got that basher too.
Tundra
so
closing
Dyrachyo, can he survive long enough to be able to get through? There's the bash. The 4-step gets him over the high ground, and Ice Path comes in clutch. Now the scythe starts going to work. Is Radon in trouble? Cataclysm. He's dead. Collapse can't save him. In fact, he can't even save himself as he is stunned up for too long, silenced out. Both cores will die, baited out by a Dyrachyo that I don't know if he ever intended all of that. Nice shot from Rue, though.
Yeah, picked up Dyrachyo as he was lingering on the backside of that fight. Salvages it a little bit. Spirit might look to go back in on this mid lane if Tundra get over cocky. They still have that Echo Slam. Shiva's done on Laurel. That's a lot of damage. In theory, they have everything they need to go high ground in this game.
Yeah.
But you're not getting that much stronger on all these cores. You're 5 slotted on all of them. That high ground is tough, though. You could get fissured off. The Bane and Mortar are going to have good positions. More pickoffs.
Yeah, Tundra just keep on finding openings here.
So much damage.
Very awkward. Especially since they have the Aegis. They have what they need to have a poke at high ground.
You got it.
Dyrachyo teleporting up to top lane, and Radon quick to strike immediately. Bashes. Oh, he can't get away. Not with the skewer. He's still pounced up. Now, Radon realizes this has been long enough. He's got to get out of here. He's got 1 pounce. He's got a depth shroud.
He's in a little trouble.
The corners, tried to use the extra movement speed, but caught by an Orchid again. Just chain silences at this point. Maybe the silence will wear out and he can get off his depth shroud. He goes for a desperate TP away. The skewer was going to be able to stop that, and he is dead. More and more pickoffs. Spirit.
I was about to say, I think you need Ags on a pad going into this Ultra League. Collapse is thinking about it. See if this Abyssal pays off, because you could have had an Ags here.
Dyrachyo's going to go fishing. No, he's not. A dead shot stops him right as 33 made his entrance. Harpoon, it's only going to hit an illusion. Laurel, meanwhile, tried to interrupt that, hitting an Echo Slam, but Dyrachyo already got his skewer away. Meanwhile, dead shot back into position. 33 gets a lot of his stats stolen. Abyssal Blade going to be used on Saksa. He gets frozen up. He is
That's a gem.
Dead, and gem given up. Tundra.
Stacks on the Slark right now. Nighttime hits. Radon's going to go hunting. Aggressive smoke from Spirit. They want to catch something here. There is still RP available.
Tundra, they haven't left fast enough. Radon, he's going to catch up to somebody, man. It's going to be 33. Ghost Scepter immediately going to be used. He's got an Ogre Seal Totem. He
There's a
turns
grip here.
back to try and get to his team, but he's being
He's
gripped up.
completely alone.
Nobody's really close by. Cataclysm's going to be used, but it's not enough to kill the Bane. Certainly not.
Tundras were just not ready for that smoke out. They had wards covering a lot of the entryways into that bottom half of the map, but the mag was just farming neutrals. The Invoker was TPing out anyway.
Re-upping the smoke, trying to use the Disperser.
Collapse is not here, though.
They're going straight up to the high ground.
Fight without the Abaddon?
Can Miposhka find an opening somewhere in this? He's looking for his Fiend's Grip. The Lotus Orber's already been used. Spotted the Magnus. Is the Magnus who he's going to go for here? Team Spirit.
Got feared.
They're kind of resetting here. They don't feel good about this fight anymore.
I mean, I didn't feel good about it. You're fighting without Collapse.
I mean, the pressure coming in from these Forge Spirits in the top lane. Got to do something about it.
Tundra.
Now Tundra trying to find their pick.
Running
They're gonna
straight
run
in.
Laurel. Echo Slam, no! BZM got off the BKB first. Now they found Miposhka, skewered it back in deep. The Cataclysm.
Can he get
it's
a
gonna
grip?
play hell.
Got
No,
a
he
grip
got
off.
the Fiend's Grip anyway because the Aphonic Shield, the Fiend's Grip lasting a little while here, but the Meteors are raining in, and it's hard for Team Spirit to push into that fight. Glob's being chased away. They're botsing too just to get on top of him. He doesn't have the borrowed time, and there's no way
He's
Team
another
Spirit can
Echo
really get
Slam.
to him. Laurel thinking about it, early BKB, but it got tapped by damage. Echo Slam goes in, tries to get him immediate RP, going after Duraccio. 33 on the high ground, watches Duraccio goes to work on this Laurel. Depth Shroud going to be used. A second RP. Can't see the heroes. Has to screw him out of Depth Shroud. A little bit more damage. Managed to get him. Heartproof back in. Radon in some trouble. Has to get up to high ground. Blocked by the pounce. He's not getting out of here. He will fall in the water. And now the Roshan is open for the taking for Tundra.
The refresher's so big there. Refresher for BZM means you can give the shard to Duraccio to affect.
Oh, Miposhka. Oh, he drops the Sentry. He sees him. He got the Nightmare. BZM. He's far
the
from the
catch they
team.
needed.
Oh, this is going to be the bots too. Coming in, but they already have the entrance. They've already got what they needed. Now the Echo Slam. It's going to be put to use to chain up 33. He's dead. Whitemont's up next. He's not getting out of it here either. Miposhka, the game winner. Just found a huge opening to get Spirit back on a position to win. This looked like an impossible situation for them, but now it's possible. Is that not in
Seer Stone?
No, it's not in anymore.
No.
Okay.
I think
What
you're.
would be the big ones? Minotaur Horns?
Minotaur
What we've
Horns
seen a
would be
lot
good.
of. Skewer back onto Collapse.
Early ult
Borrowed
pop.
time going to be used here early. We saw what happened last time. He gets controlled up during his borrowed time, and he isn't able to blink away, but it lasts long enough. A second RP, but he didn't get the skewer.
He missed them.
Radon is going to help out here.
Echo,
Slam,
double
triple
Echo.
Echo Slam on 3. Ooh, Laurel does big damage here. He
later.
took the Invoker out of the fight, and now Duracio's in some trouble. He already used most of his spells. He's being constantly silenced up, constantly stunned up. He's gone as well. Tundra holding on to these buybacks. They're going to have to use them to defend their base at this point in time because 33 can't push through all of this. 4 dead and 1 buyback needed from Collapse.
Laurel with the team fight he was waiting for all game. Just massive double Echo Slam damage spreading on everybody. And you found a grip on the Invoker again. Which is pretty nice here for the status resist.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that you can...
Plus the base damage.
Ooh, tried to get the Fallen Sky. Got it on Miposhka. Immediately going to be Abyssal Blade and
Second
Fisher. He
Abyssal.
did pop his BKB. Okay.
A bold move from Duraccio that does not pay off. Spirit taking control of this game now. Still 4 minutes on that Bristleback buyback.
I mean, also,
Force the fight. I think you go. You have a refresher shard on Collapse. You have double borrowed time. You need it.
Ice Paths. Trying to build up some damage, some chip damage.
Just Vegas.
BZM, he's going to go for it. Meteor's going to be dropped on his head, but he does manage to find an opening to be able to pounce away. Collapse heals him up a bit. Laurel sees an opening. Echo Slam. Nope, he just gets a little bit of stun and takes the building. Starts running away, but there's the RP. It's on 2. Immediate Fiend's Grip going to be used, and nobody there to stop it. It's a full-out RP. Trying to get force out, trying to get him away, but no. He will die. That's going to be a dieback on 2. Tundra left with 3 now. Scythe of Ice, that's going to miss. BZM starts backing away. BZM, if the time to put on a show, it's absolutely now. 3 against 5, but he slept up. And here comes the man himself, Laurel, to deliver a chant down, deliver a knockout. He goes down, a buyback immediately used by Laurel to find an opening here. Soxa pushing forward, trying to go after, immediately dies. He's just trying to stop Spirit from running away, but Spirit don't have to run.
They're running back in. They want to end this game right here. Only BZM alive for the cores. He is going to have to do something insane here. Has block of cheese, fallen sky, every spell at the ready, but no refresher available for the extra burst damage.
If he doesn't jump in soon, it's just going to be the Ancient falling.
Gotta go now. Gotta do something.
BZM, he jumps in, Shiva's,
Fallen
drops
Sky,
his meteor, hammer goes for the meteors, but at the same time, he gets controlled up once and he's dead. And that is it.
What a game.
Team Spirit push it late, and against the odds, take over.
I can't believe they were winning some of those late game fights. There was just so much scale on paper in that Tundra lineup, but they got to the point where honestly the mag just became useless. Yeah. Because there's so many disables to try and blink into. The grips with the Ags, the double Abyssal Blades, the Depth Shroud saves.
There's also still PA for like the Warlock PA lane. Oh, Troll. Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, they're making new picks work. Like, people always pick Troll as a counter to Darkseer because you buy the Ags, you can dispel the Surge and Ion Shell target. It's really good on lane. You have the sustain from Warlock and the Wave Shot.
Who kind of abuses himself with his ultimate. Snowball sticking on top of Radon here. Axes only do so much. It's not the right clicks that he's dying to. It's the Ion Shell. Burn him out. Soxa has to run for it.
33 low mana.
Yeah, he does have a surge, but these final hits are probably going to do it. Yeah, that's going to be first blood for Miposhka.
They tried to man up with the low. Then you get skewered back in and then refielded.
Yeah.
It's hard for Spirit to walk in this game. They're not going to be able to walk very easily.
That sounds like a problem with a hero who can attack heroes really quickly, but has to kind of walk up to them to do so.
That's the 3-man bonds with an amp damage Ember.
It is looking pretty nice. Larl's just going to keep pushing forward.
More slide. Oh my god!
Oh god damn!
Get the hell out of there!
Run! Larl does too much damage with the fatal bonds and an amp damage. Woo.
That was so much damage.
How much damage was that one slight?
I mean, it was 310 per slight hit.
Yikes.
2 slights, he killed 2 supports.
Radon deeping to bottom lane because Collapse wants to make a play for it with the arena. Duraccio had already used his skewer, already used his RP. He has no defense mechanisms. Nice heads-up play from Collapse and Radon. For a long time, the Game of Gladiators lineup, they didn't really play against Spirit in many grand finals, and then obviously, notoriously, they played up against them in the TI finals, and did not go well for them whatsoever.
Unlucky matchup for them, you know.
Yeah. But this
Tundra need to regroup in this game, get their team fight online, and use some of these support ultis. They're still waiting for the Tusk Punch.
Try to fight for Wisdom Shrine. More pickoffs might give them double here, but the TP is going to come in. The Earthshaker, wait, canceled. Soxa, very low. The Disruptor is going to show up. 15 more seconds till the Wisdom Shrine is here. They're still going to get the Earthshaker. And it's looking like with this number of heroes, they might be able to take their own Wisdom Shrine. I mean, it's kind of close. They could Static Storm over it. They've got a lot of AoE, but...
Arena Golem here, though.
They're fighting into the arena. 33 puts himself in the front lines here to contest the Wisdom Shrine. They go off for the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit in trouble. Static Storm gets dropped. The arena comes in, but it's too late. They've already killed the Ember, but locked inside of the arena. It's going to be trouble. BZM getting hit by the Golems. He's going to die. Vacuum back in. Does the same. Duraccio whiff. It's nothing on the RP. Now Rue pushing onto Whitemon here while Collapse sends 33 flying, but in that position, he goes after the Weaver.
Oh,
Collapse,
nice.
they're in a bad position now. These heroes way too deep. The best he can hope for is he gets the kill, and Whitemon does manage to do so. And it looks like the Darkseer's low enough he can't actually commit to kill Rue.
Hurts the Shaker Darkseer damage. You might just be in a situation where you need that RP more than you want to rely on it.
Soxa very dead here. Shards. He's just trying to kill Neutral. No way out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yep.
Uh-oh.
There it goes.
Oh, boy. Not like this.
What started as a PC-related issue for Team Spirit was at some point solved, but then they couldn't connect back into the game, and that was not a Spirit-related issue, and it has prevented all our issues for both try to reconnect and remade from a game saved status. So yeah, we got to do a do-over for the 4th game.